stop eating a calorie deficit if you want to lose weight. So eating less than you are burning. I'm sure we've all heard the quote, eat less, move more to lose weight or burn fat. But let me explain why. We should all know this. If you're a subscriber or follow me on short form content, you know I always say that if you want to lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit. It is really that simple. The thing is, if you're in a calorie deficit for too long, it is so hard on your body and on the mental state. So you need to introduce diet breaks. I do this with all my clients. A diet break is you eat at maintenance for 2 weeks to 2 months. What does eating at maintenance do? This isn't resetting your metabolic rate. This isn't actually making you burn calories more directly. This is simply allowing your mental state and your body time to recover and not be in a calorie deficit. You're just adjusting. This will allow you to lose more weight and sustain the weight loss longer. There's multiple studies showing this, and with my clients alone, after we started introducing diet breaks, I get texts 6 months later, thank you so much for the weight loss and all the tips you've given me, because I've lost so much more weight, or even gained weight if they actually wanted to gain muscle or things like that. So when should you do this? When you've been in a calorie deficit for so long, you start binge eating, you start having more snacks throughout the day, you get more irritable, it's harder to sustain the weight loss. The weight loss is kind of plateauing, you're constantly thinking of food, or you lost a bunch of weight and your body just needs time to adapt to this. You're in a new body. You have to get used to eating in a smaller body, not continuously just get smaller, smaller, and smaller. That's a recipe for an eating disorder and an unsustainable diet. So how you do this? Also, you know how I said earlier, you're not actually burning more calories. You're not doing that directly. The thing is, when you have these extra calories, you are burning extra calories. So this is how you burn your calories in a whole day. See TEF? That's your thermic effect of food. This is just the food being digested in your body. So you're eating more food. So in theory, burning more calories. Obviously, we know just because you eat more food doesn't mean you burn more calories. There's a small amount is being applied here. This is what's actually happening. With those extra calories in your body, you can push more in the gym, which in theory, you can put more muscle on your body, have better workouts, burn more calories because you're gaining more muscle because you're doing more in the gym because you're not as tired, you're not as mental fatigue. Not to mention, when you're in a calorie deficit for too long, your NEAT starts to go down substantially. This is what a lot of people don't realize. Your NEAT is just you pacing around, you walking your dog, you taking the trash out, you doing mundane activities. This decreases substantially because you don't want to do these activities because you're so tired. But look how many calories you burn throughout the day, more than planned exercise. You can do this in a lot of ways as well. You can use the calorie banking that I've made multiple videos on if you want to check them out, where you eat in a slight deficit throughout the week, and then on the weekends, you actually eat in a surplus, having the weekly average add out to be your maintenance. And this allows you to actually enjoy the weekends and feel like you're not dieting at all. You get to eat what you enjoy with your loved ones, your friends, go on those dates, maybe even go out drinking with your friends and family. These diet breaks are not necessary. In my opinion, as a coach that's worked with thousands of clients, I highly recommend implementing this, especially if you're getting fatigued or if it's getting hard to adhere to that calorie deficit or that diet you're on.